Yo, my name is Taylor Martin. I'm here with none other than Cadalack Ron. How are you doing today, my brother?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. Man. Yeah, man, I'm pretty sure I could have you on the phone right now. Just had a couple things that were on my mind I just wanted to ask you. I was just curious, do you have any battles coming up?
I got me versus Incredible in San Jose, and then me versus some kid named Rubber Tongue in Santa Cruz.
Word.
And then I think I'm battling out in Colorado in September.
Nice. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up, man. So I remember watching you on Grind Time, and they would even play your song and shit at the beginning of the battle, Space Cadillac. I can even hear the jingle right now. That shit was crazy. Like, were you born in California?
No, I was born in New York.
Word. I never knew that. That's crazy. I thought you were born in Cali, man. So how'd you get from New York to California?
My pops at the time got a job out here, so I came out here with him when I was a kid.
Yeah. How old were you?
Shit, I don't know. I was young, man. Probably like 4 or 5 or something.
Word. Did you have any?
And then I've been out here ever since, except I was in Portland for like 4 or 5 years, sometime in the late 90s.
Okay. Did you, were you into hip-hop back then?
Oh yeah, I've been into rap my whole life.
Word. Did you, were you writing? When did you start writing?
Writing lyrics?
Yeah.
Well, I started freestyling before I started writing.
Okay.
I started freestyling probably about 14, 15 years old. It was a homie. And then I didn't write anything for like 3 years. I actually would do shows and just freestyle the whole show. And I played with a lot of bands in the LA area and all the like famous clubs in LA and shit, on the Sunset Strip at the Whiskey, Viper Room, the Roxy. And they would just have me come up and just freestyle. And, that's how I was like getting my chops up back then. And then eventually some homies had a studio time and they said, you should write a song, I said, nah, I don't need to do that. I just come off the top, and, but then I started writing some shit, and then, that's how that all started. So then I started writing songs and shit.
That's fucking tight, bro. That's fucking good to hear. So, so you recorded, you wrote songs before you wrote like a first written battle, right? Then
what's that?
So then you wrote a song before you wrote your first written battle, right?
Yeah, I didn't even know that these kids were doing written battles. Like I think in 2009, I heard from my homie that, I was on tour in San Francisco, and 'cause I was always pushing my music, that was what I wanted to do. And so I was actually on a label in California, and we had just put out our first vinyl. This was like 2007. And I was on tour supporting the record, and I heard about Tantrum and Dumbfounded, and I knew Dumbfounded because I do rap. I used to rap down at Project Load, and he was, I was about probably older than him, but he was, we still interacted, and we'd done a few shows together.
Yeah.
And then I went and watched the Tantrum Dumbfounded battle, and I could tell it was written.
Yeah.
I know Dumb, and I know the Dumb wasn't coming off the top with those kind of like calculated, punchlines.
Yeah.
And I was like, so this is weird. And then the homie said they were doing the bar exam battles, and it was written. And I said, that's crazy. I'm like, I said, I'll do one. Fuck it. And then I battled Aspect, who now I guess works for like Smack URL West or some shit.
That's fucking crazy.
I beat Aspect, and that was I didn't know at the time that anybody was going to watch it. I really just did it for LA shit, because at the time Aspect and I kind of didn't get along. He was kind of like always like super arrogant, like he was a little more like an OG in the scene. And I was like, fuck this dude, let's battle,
Yeah.
And so when we battled, I didn't know that it was going to start like this grind time career, or like even further than that, kicking the shot. Like
you didn't like. You just...
No, I had no idea. Y'all found it in Tantrum at the time. They hadn't even hit like 100,000 views yet.
That's good to know, man.
Like, I wasn't like, I'm going to become a battler to try and be famous. I was like, I'm a rapper. I make dope music. I'll battle anyone, though. I don't give a fuck.
Exactly, yeah.
So that's what it was, you know?
Yeah, like, yeah, definitely.
And
I appreciate that. It's like, you know, if anybody else could do something, I can do it too. I'm a human too. So it's like, if anybody else could do it, I can do it too. Especially something that I love and I'm interested in.
Well, especially like finding out that the battles were written. I mean, I've been freestyle battling for 10 years, like, or 12 years probably by the time Grind Time came out.
That's
so
such a...
Like,
it's like you've been blessed with your specific, like, or everybody. I'm not saying just you, but yeah, you too, but you individually, but everybody's like, our experience like gave us like a knowledge and like a training in the culture and like the web and network that we get wrapped up in. It's like you've been educated by the universe or God how to battle rap, like even before Grind Time.
Yeah, I mean, that's like, you know, that's how it was when I was coming up. You had to be ready to battle at any time.
Yeah, you know? A lot of these cats, they don't do that. They don't make songs, they don't write songs, and a lot
of these cats are garbage. You know, like, in my opinion, like, you put them on a beat, they suck.
Yeah,
they can't freestyle.
Exactly.
So they're not MCs to me. They're just actors. You know.
Yeah, nah, for real, bro. And you know, hey, you know what's so crazy? You said Aspect One. Because I just interviewed Aspect One, like, right before I interviewed you, maybe, like, a couple hours before.
Yeah, Aspect's the homie, I mean, and...
isn't that fucking weird, though? That's, like, law of attraction.
That's synchronicity.
Yeah, law of synchronicity. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, we're homies now, don't get it twisted, but at the time, it wasn't like we were ever having beef. It was just, like, we weren't friends.
Yeah.
You know, like, our paths hadn't really crossed like that professionally or musically. And, you know, I just keep it someone I was like, yeah, I'll battle that fool. But,
yeah, I didn't even know he battled until I just spoke with him. I thought he was always like a promoter type dude, but he told me, he was telling me, he was like, yeah, I used to battle, and then I didn't even know y'all had battled until he said that, but that's just crazy, bro. But, you know, man.
Yeah, that was my first battle. That was Bar Exam 2.
Oh, so that shit's up?
What's up?
So that's still out?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Oh, nice.
Cadalack Ron for Aspect One,
yeah.
And it was a cool battle. It went to overtime, and then I got him in the OT.
Word. How do you feel about Snow?
Snow?
Yeah, you know who Snow is?
Yeah, I know who he is. I mean, I think I've seen one of his battles, and I think he's cool. A lot of people, like, maybe like about 2 years ago, were saying like me and Snow should battle.
Yeah.
They were like, and I seen him with the long hair and the aviator glasses and shit, and like doing the way drugged out white boy thing.
Exactly.
And I was like, yeah, you know, I could see why people might think that he like swagger jacked me a little bit.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, I came up in like listening to like rock and roll music. I mean, people been having long hair and rocking sunglasses inside forever. Yeah, you guys, he looks like, you know, you guys can fucking, I don't know, man. He looks like he could play you in a movie or something. You know what I mean? Or you could, yeah, but it is what it is. I don't think stylistically that we're very similar. And, but that being said, I would be happy to battle him, and, you know, I think that'd be dope. We were actually supposed to battle, I think, in 2013, but the league we were going to battle in folded and shit, and it never happened. So, damn. Maybe one day we'll get it in. No, hold on. For real. Hey, I remember seeing you battle, and I think you were saying the N-word in the battle. I think I never said the N-word in a battle. Okay, well, there was a battle where you were proving how white people will be racist towards white people because they'll say cracker towards white people, but if we said the N-word, that it would cause like a big ass fight. Do you remember that? I think my words are being taken out of context. Okay. But but I believe there's a couple battles that are out. The unorthodox phrases battle was where I first pushed the double standard agenda. Yeah, it's okay for everybody to talk shit about Asians, like Mexicans, whites, homosexuals, women. But God forbid, if anybody says anything about African American people, all of a sudden they're racist.
Yeah, I'm doing something that's in the similar ballpark. Is that how do you feel about what do you feel about white people saying the N-word?
I don't say the N-word.
Or any race other than black people saying the N-word. Not with the ER, but, like, what's up, my nigga, like, as a friend.
I mean, I'm probably the wrong person to be asking about that, but, and I only mean that because I'm not of African-American descent, African descent, whatever, like, how do they feel about it? I don't know, because they're the ones that unofficially co-signed it, seemingly, because if they don't tell Latinos and Filipinos and Asians, like, hey, it's really offensive when you say the N-word, then it's kind of their responsibility. I mean, I first noticed that when I was incarcerated in the mid-2000s. I was down for a minute, and I kept hearing the Southern Mexicans talking to each other, and they were using the N-word.
Yeah.
And I hadn't been exposed to that before, because that's not where I came from culturally. Where I came from, nobody said it. And if you were white and you said it, you were really looked down upon, and it was seen as a super like wannabe thing to do for a white person to be walking around using that word, especially in the context of rap music. Like, if you were a white boy and you were in the cypher and you dropped the N-word, it was like, dude, this guy's garbage, he's a straight wannabe.
What if Eminem?
Now, that being said, I mean, like what that word has also been used as like the highest form of praise for another individual. Like, my homeboys from different hoods, if they told me, like, hey, Cadillac, you my nigga, man, and I say, well, I'm white, and they said, nah, homie, like, that's like me telling you, like, you're like, that's like a respect thing,
Exactly.
For a black man to tell me, like, Cadillac, you my nigga, dog, like, then I'm like, oh shit, like, I take that like as a compliment. I would never repeat the word, like, I mean, although I just did, I'm saying that, obviously in the context of that conversation.
Exactly. You wouldn't ever use it to some strangers. It's in the context of your friends, you know what I'm saying? If you say with your friends and they're comfortable with you saying it and something between y'all, then it shouldn't matter to anybody else. That's how I feel, because,
but I just don't say it. That's because I don't have time to explain myself, to everybody in the world. And be like, oh, no, it's cool. Like, my black friend said I could say it. Like,
I don't even say it like that.
I mean?
But you know what I say? I say I am black. Even though my skin is white, I'm an African. You know what I'm saying? My friends are every color of the rainbow, and you know what? I'm the color of that rainbow too. And I'm not going to be held to any. It's 2015. If women can be men, and women can marry women and all that, then you know what? Who's to tell somebody else what race they are? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I mean, like, I'm white, and I tell everybody that,
Yeah.
Because, and a lot of people get that twisted about me being racist or this or that. And I said, no, man, I have pride in what I am.
Exactly.
And, like, my ancestors were Vikings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we were oppressed similarly to, like, the Jews and the Africans. Christianity was imposed on us by fucking Catholic missionaries, and we lost our cultural roots and became these, we were also, like, had to leave the fatherland. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, crazy.
It's all the same shit.
Exactly.
My ancestors were Irish. They were discriminated and murdered by the English.
Exactly. I'm trying to break down the borders, you know what I'm saying? And so that all races have been enslaved in some way or another,
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to break down the.
But you know what though? But it's funny because I am breaking down the borders.
Exactly.
Like, I just had a battle out here, and it's arguably one of the best battles of the year, and is probably the most racist battle that's ever happened, and everybody was offended by it, and people weren't reacting to bars, but my opponent, Dre Vicious, he said that I was a trailer trash, meth addict, white cracker, piece of shit, a like the product of incest and inbreeding.
Yeah, where did this?
This happened at the House Party Battles, Volume 1, presented by Disaster and Lush.
Okay, damn, I need to see that shit.
Yeah, you really should. And
I'm about to pop. I'm about to hear.
Right after that, everyone was like, "Damn, Caddy's just like the most racist person." And I said, "Wait, I mean, is this fucking
exactly,
like
bro?
1982?" I said, "If he can say that I'm the product of incest and a meth addict, and I grew up in a trailer home."
It's racism, bro. It's fucking racism. It's fucking racism. And that's what I'm saying, that battle rap is racism. There's racism in battle rap. That's what I'm trying to say. I can say whatever I want. You can't tell anybody what they can't say. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has the freedom of speech.
I think if you get so offended, then you lost.
Exactly. You signed up for this.
You came out here to do battle with words. Right, and if what I say elicits a physical response from you, then I won. Whether that be you walk away, or whether you want to fight me afterwards, or have your homies jump me, or just go talk shit about me.
Exactly. They're trying to hate on you at the end of the day.
I got under your skin enough to the point where, and man, I've heard some real shit said to me in battles, bro. Like, a lot of people don't know. When I first started hearing people calling me a homeless drug addict, telling me, you know, that, bro, I've battled with chemical dependency my whole life, you know, like, that's real shit.
Yeah, definitely.
And I was homeless in downtown LA for years, bro.
Yeah, I've been.
Like,
yeah.
You know, when I came to this battle shit and people were telling me that, they were making it up. They didn't know that was my real life experience.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, how do these kids know, you know, that, like, I was like, that's crazy. I didn't know they were just making shit up about me. I thought someone had, like, snitched on me, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
It's like, it's all good for them to talk about, you know, my son being born addicted to fucking heroin or something, but God forbid I say that your grandmother died, you know?
Yeah, that's real shit. That's exactly what the fuck I'm trying to do, bro. And that's why one of the reasons of this, you know, why I contacted you directly, bro, is because, you know, I know you definitely went through similar things, bro. And I know there's a lot of people out there, like, there's all different races battling now, and so you definitely have a voice, man. I guarantee people are looking to see what you're gonna have to say, because it's 2015, so a lot of issues are coming up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the thing is, at the end of the day, there's a reason why, like, everybody still rocks with me, you know? Like, I stood there and delivered the most racist round of the year, if not the decade, and immediately following, a lot of African American, like, dudes were like, "Hey, yo, much respect, bro. Like, that shit was dope." And it's because it's done in a way that it's like, and I said this, I said, would you rather have white people smile in your face and then go to their car and say how much they hate being around black people? Or would you rather have a battler who's like, yo, I'm going to be racist just like you're going to be racist, and afterwards, let's all shake hands and fucking...
It's like comedy. It's like fucking comedy. It's like, you know, you don't go up and...
If you're sensitive in battle rap in 2015, there's not room for you here, dude.
That's real shit.
This isn't politically correct, man. This is like...
No, that's real shit.
You know, there's no rules to engage in warfare. I look at battling as like going to war with somebody.
Yeah, that's real shit, though. It's like comedy. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you go up and you hear people comedy, you laugh because it's not exactly the truth. They're not saying it like a fucking book report or like a factual paper or something. They're, you know, it's for entertainment value. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these people come up here and they say something to try to make you laugh. That's the intention. You're trying to either say something to make them laugh or fucking body this person with a diss or what have you. Like, that's what I agree with you on that. Like, that's crazy, bro. But let me see. I have a couple other questions. Let me think. Oh yeah, do you believe in God?
In God?
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe in Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. So yeah, I believe in God.
Amen. Me too. Me too. Yeah, Jesus is the truth.
Yeah, man. I mean, I believe actually that we're like in the end times right now, and you know, for many years, like, I was working directly for the devil. You know, I was in direct service of Satan. Yeah. And a lot of people don't know about that. That's real shit, you know. But
it is.
I had actually sold my soul to the devil in 2004, and
how did that go?
It worked.
Like, what did
I got what I asked for, you know?
Yeah, like, what did you, like, how did, like, did you say a couple things in a row a bunch of times every day, or?
I'll tell you, no. Like, I did my homework, you know, and I came across, like, a book that actually had, like, somebody else recounting their story of the time that they had sold their soul to the devil. And they put the satanic pact that they had used in the book, you know, and I didn't know.
What book was it?
I don't want to say because I don't want people to go and try and do this. You know
well, yeah, at the end of the day, that's going to be on them either way. Like, if they're into that, they're going to look it up either way. Like, I think the best thing to know is to let them.
I don't think if I say the name of the book, then someone actually might be stupid enough to fucking go and, like, try and do this shit. And it's like, so I'm just going to leave that out of it. But I'm going to say that the thing that I did, the actual ceremony that I performed, the ritual, it was one. It's like it's the most severe conjuring, like, soul sacrificing ritual you can do. The first thing it says in Latin in the ritual is, no matter what level of black magician you are, don't do this. That's what it says. There's actually a warning. This was written in, like, the 15th century, and it says, no matter what level of black magic you're at, don't do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But was it a specific entity you were supposed to be invoking?
Yeah, it was Lucifuge Rofacale. And
is that is that another name for Baal or Moloch?
No, it's he's like a high-ranking principality. Some say he's even more powerful than Lucifer. And at the time, again, I didn't even know what I was really doing, man.
Yeah.
I just went into this.
Obviously.
Yeah. You know? I mean, I just went for it, and all I asked for was I didn't want to go to prison, and I didn't want to go back to jail, and I just wanted to be untouchable by the law. You know, I wanted to be invisible, basically. And as long as I was in service of Satan and Lucifuge Rofacale for eight years, I didn't get arrested.
Well, yeah, because the devil, he works with a lot of the police departments. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not, they don't know it, but he knows it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, this was crazy, man. I mean, straight up, like, I would be caught in situations where I had guns on me, and how many pads that got raided, pulled over, drunk driving, and the cops would let me go every time. And they wouldn't even ask, bro. Sometimes I would already be in handcuffs, going to jail, and then, like, another high-ranking police officer would show up and tell them to let me go.
I know. Sometimes getting caught is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you keep on getting, like, away with a bunch of bad shit, that could end out to be actually hurting us in the long run. You know?
But, you know, as soon as I accepted Christ...
Yeah, come on now.
I took my soul back, you know what I'm saying?
Come on, bro.
Like, you know, the big, like, delusion is that souls even belong to us. You know, my soul belongs to God. It's not mine to sell.
Amen. That's how he made you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Satan is the father of lies, so I can buy the lie that I could actually sell my soul to him.
Yes.
But in essence, I'm just, you know, I can take it back because it's not even mine to take back. I gave my soul to Jesus.
Amen,
and that's
bro.
what it is, you know?
Amen, bro. That's so deep, man.
That, you know?
Yeah, that's hella tight, man. You don't know how much, like, we definitely are on the phone for a reason, bro, I mean, I just hope somebody out there who hears this, if they believe in Christ, I know a lot of people do, man, and so that's crazy, man. People that battle, they believe in Christ too, because God works in mysterious ways, and so, you know, as Brother Sharp's brother.
I don't know if you listened to the Dirtbag Dan show or whatever, but last time I was on it, I told a story where last year I overdosed on heroin and died for 30 minutes, and I went to hell.
Oh shit! Nah, I need to hear that.
Like, the shit that I saw there was so fucking terrifying that for anybody that is, like, on the fence about it or not, you know, doesn't know what to believe, I was clinically dead for 30 minutes. Like, the coroner had actually put a sheet on my body I was treated as a DOA case when they arrived on the scene.
Fuck, bro. That's a miracle,
One paramedic said, why don't we try the defibrillator? You know, and they did, and I came back to life. But
so were you having an out of body experience at that moment, or?
I was in hell, bro. I went straight to hell, and like that.
What was it like?
It was total darkness, man. It was like the most dark you could ever imagine.
Like you mean spiritually dark?
Dude, it was like, imagine waking up realizing that you're in a pitch black room, like sensory deprivation room, and that you're going to be there for eternity. And like this like incomprehensible desperation and loneliness on a soul level, where when your consciousness awakes in darkness, and you realize that this is it. You know, you're not going to be tortured by devils and raped with pitchforks. You're going to be aware of the fact that you're alone for eternity in just pitch blackness, bro.
That's fucking...
And like, that shit, I just got chills talking to you right now, bro, because that shit is terrifying when you actually realize, like, fuck, there's no way out except through the light of our Lord Jesus Christ. And
dude, life is such a gift, man. Life is such a gift, bro. That's why I appreciate it, man. So keep being positive, man, and try to figure out a way to even talk about Christ in your battles, man, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even
I've been trying to drop it more.
I'm gonna start to doing it too. Yeah, because I talked to Big Sean over the radio, but I forgot. Like, I just called into my local radio station in Seattle, and he was on the phone, and it was J. Cole and them too. And I told him about Law of Attraction, but I hung up, and the first thing I thought was, I didn't fucking say anything about Jesus. So I'm like, my next battle, I haven't had a battle since then. I'm like, my next battle, and like every time I talk to anybody, I'm gonna have to say at least one thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't think it's a bad idea, and I think there's room for it.
Definitely.
And, you know, it's, a lot of people were commenting on that because, like, I think I had battled Young Jim in October of 2013, and he started his battle with the prayer.
Yeah.
And then I came in and I said a Hebrew prayer, and then I said, "Hail Satan, motherfucker, like, let's go," you know. And at the time I was wearing a pendant with the all-seeing eye, and I thought that the Illuminati was cool, and like, it's like, you know, I've been woken up, man, and like,
yeah, for real,
I can see clearly now, like, there ain't nothing cool about fucking, like, what's going on within the world today,
like,
bro.
Like, have you heard of the Bohemian Grove?
Of course. Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah, and the fact that's the leaders of our country that are
exactly
that are doing these, like,
they don't care about Christ. Their main mission is not about Christ or mankind. Is to keep the people at the top rich. This is the same people which killed Jesus.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man, and it's real, and it's all happening. And like, I would tell people today, you know, if anybody out there, I don't know if this interview is like going in print or if it's going to be like an audio file or whatever, but
yeah, it's gonna go on YouTube.
I would say fucking get right with God today. Don't hesitate, man, because as Jesus said, you know, like, you don't know the hour that he's coming. You know what I'm saying? And nobody does. And he's gonna come like a thief in the night, and you're either gonna be ready or not. And it's like Sugar Free said it the best, you know, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
Yeah.
So what's that look like in my life today? It means I just try and do the right thing, man. I try and stay on a path of righteousness. Try and help people. Try and, you know, be a positive force in people's lives today, man.
Hey, that's the realest thing. That's the realest thing you could have ever said.
Yeah, anybody that's got questions regarding like my experience on my journey to faith, or like my battles with chemical dependency, I answer people on Facebook, you know, all day. Like almost daily, somebody hits me up in some form of social media and says, "Hey, I'm having an issue. I'm with drug addiction," or "What did you do to, like, you know,
dude, you're a freaking, you're a soldier. You're a warrior for God, for real, man."
Absolutely.
Like, for real, man. Like, I'm about to start tearing up, man. Like, For real, bro. It's to God be the glory, man. For real, man. Like,
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? That someone, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, us could be used, you know what I'm saying? Someone like you, someone like I could be used. It's even more, shows that God's even more good and life is even more gift. And so, yeah, I believe there's that spiritual, like, war we have to do where, you know, we have to combat, you know, hatred with love and stuff like that. But also we have to enjoy it too, you know what I'm saying? And just make sure we can help others enjoy it too, you know what I'm saying? So I think
absolutely, yeah.
I think that's tight, man, that you know, are speaking to people about that, man, because that's really tight, man.
Yeah, well, nobody else is, and it's like, you know, we got to keep it real, man, and the truth is that fucking the world is fucked, bro, and it's like, what are we going to do? You know, we can either just sit back and, like, watch it be fucked, or recognize the responsibility that we have to, like, let other people know about the sad state of affairs, you know?
Yeah. Have you ever seen...
It's like, what's that?
No, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, for those of us that are in a position where we can talk to people,
yeah,
you know, where we can, like,
even at all, like
a YouTube audience, or even just people you meet on the subway, it's like, now, having been awakened, it's like we have a responsibility to, like, put that message out there.
For real, that's real shit.
And that's not to say that, like, you have to make all your battles be, like, Christian, like, preaching and shit, but, like...
Nah, because they're going to come back to see how you are actually thinking and why you're battling, because it's therapeutic to battle, you know what I'm saying? And it's your sport, you know, that you got into. It's like a sport. Totally, man. Yeah, what was I about to ask you? Oh, yeah, man, there was something that was just right on my mind. Oh, yes, I was going to say, did you read that article and it was talking about the meeting that changed hip-hop forever?
No.
Okay, it's kind of like an older article, maybe a couple years, and they talked about how everybody went into this room, like the executive producers of, this is before hip-hop popped off, like hella big. They said that all the executive producers were in there and shit, and they were talking about how they're connected with the same people who own the prisons and who made the prisons. And they said that they were gonna talk or just rap about shit that make people end up in prison so they can keep the prisons paid. And fucking that went right along with. Did you ever hear about how the Rockefellers changed the music scale, the modern music scale?
What do you mean?
Okay, so the music scale we used to use was a solfeggio music scale, and it was 6 chords. It was oot, re, mi, fa, sol, la, and then they changed it, and that causes that's like saying the vowels. Like if you say ooh, Yahweh, that's one of God's names, and it's a healing frequency. Like when you say these sounds, the vibration of that sound, like when you laugh, is 528. But when you say the old solfeggio music scale, which we used to use, it causes a peace and a tranquility, and it kills cancer. But this Rockefeller changed the sound that the music scale to this other one is do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. That one, it makes negativity and makes you feel paranoia and disturbia, and that's the music scale that the Western world adopted when Rockefeller changed it. Like, because they own so much money, they changed it in the public schools. They changed it on the music that the Western world listens to. Like, I'm gonna shoot you the link afterwards, bro. Like, so we're combating those.
Yeah, please. Yeah, send me the link about that, please.
Yeah, I'll send you both of them, about the meeting that changed hip hop, and then the one about the Rockefeller changing the music scale. It's fucking deep. Yeah. It's Have you heard of Dr. Emoto?
Oh, the water.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, that's proven facts, man. You know, that's like, it's not. I don't think that's like. There's not really a way to feel about it. It just is what it is, man. It's true. How you talk to people, I think, can really affect them. You know.
Yeah.
And just like treating people better is like, and I think everybody should strive for that. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean that kind of. I mean, I guess in that context, like maybe battle rap is whack because like you are like telling people like they're pieces of shit.
You know what? But, I asked Daylight the same thing, man, and he said the same exact thing, bro. He said the same exact thing. And then I asked Danny Myers, and you know, I asked some other people, man, about that. And you know what? Like the general thing I'm saying is, or we're finding out, or everybody's saying, basically, it's our sport. It's the network, the web that, you know, God's given us and the universe has given us. It's the position God's given us right now. And so, you know, it's like...
Yeah, it is what it is. Like, I'm not losing sleep over it, but, like, if I could not battle rap, I wouldn't. You know, like, if I could make as much money battle rapping as I did just doing shows and selling records,
yeah,
I would prefer that at the end of the day, because, like, the more I'm, like, sitting here meditating on it, it's like, a lot of times it's not, like, fun, and, like, you do hurt people and shit.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
You know,
exactly.
People are getting offended by what I'm saying, and, like, you know, maybe that's not a good thing.
Yeah, but that's what I was thinking. Like, am I spreading negativity? Am I spreading hatred? You know?
And maybe that's, like, what they want us to be doing, is spreading negativity and hatred. I don't know, man. I'm just kind of thinking of this right now.
Yeah, yeah, for real. Nah, it's real shit, though. And at the end of the day, I think it's, you know, God works in mysterious ways. And it's like the UFC, you know, I always hear that. I know it's kind of fucking common, you know, used metaphor, but, you know, their mission isn't to try to injure these people, to injure them so they're hurt. It's a fucking sport on a weird-ass, cool planet that we live on, that we could use our brains instead of actually shooting people, instead of actually fucking, you know what I'm saying, fighting physically. We're fighting with our minds and our spirits and our showmanship and just like our lyrical ability and how clever we can be. Because, you know, we're not really trying to say that they're a shittier person, their values less than us. We're actually trying to show that we're artistic. You know, we could be really artistic, and we're trying to show that, you know, we can be clever as fuck and say some shit that was like, you know, had double meanings and fucking, you know, maybe you had to hear it a couple times. You could even say some spiritual shit that makes people have tingles on their spine. Like,
yeah, I mean, I hear what you're saying. I think Freud said, like, the first civilized man was the man that used profanity instead of violence. You know,
wow.
Like, the person, instead of, like, hurting somebody by, like, attacking them with, like, a rock,
yeah,
he said, like, gaga galushi, and, like, fucking in caveman gibberish, and, like, you know, just felt all right by saying, like, fuck that dude. You know, I don't need to go, like, bash his brains in. Like,
exactly.
I just call him a piece of shit.
That's
but,
it,
yeah,
bro.
I mean, I also think that, like I said, I'll stick by what I said. If there was a way, and I'm working on it, and I'm going to create the possibility of, like, you know, being able to segue out of battle rap and just, like, go tour in other countries and, like, make money playing music. That's why I started this shit. I never wanted to be, like, top tier battler. That's why I'm not considered top tier by a lot of people, because I didn't want that for me. It's not, like, my agenda. I just want to really make music. That's where I'm really happy. And, like, you know, battling is stressing me out, man. It's like, it's not, like, fun. A couple of days before battle, like, suck. Fucking memorizing battles, like, and I don't think a lot of battlers we're paid peanuts, you know, by, like, these promoters that are fucking caking up off events and shit. And the pay-per-view, nobody knows how much money they're making off of us, and, like, we don't see barely anything.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you definitely got to know why. You definitely got to know why.
I mean, I appreciate the fans and, like, the people that, you know, at least today, I think I'm in a position where I can talk about being sober and, like, having awakened enough that hopefully I'm putting out through interviews and, like, other shit, choosing the content that I put out. I hope I can actually help people, and that's all I want to do. So
I think people will really fuck with, like, if you ever thought about doing some positive music. You ever think about that?
What's that?
You ever think about doing, like, positive music or music for God? Like, I wouldn't necessarily say try to be religious or try to put you in a box, but just to kind of, you know.
I think like, positive music is a weird thing. I don't know. Like, I think, like,
yeah,
unfortunately, like, things like pain is always, like, the motivator for, like, great art historically. So it's like, you know, think about, like, whoever is your favorite artist.
Yeah.
And think, like, were they putting out positive music? Like, I don't know. I don't really know what that looks like.
Sometimes, yeah, I do like people like Vinny Paz, Eminem, you know, they're kind of dark, you know,
Yeah.
Jedi mind tricks, you know, I do like people like this.
At the end of the day, they're focusing on negativity too, and you're talking just about how badly the country fucked you over, and
yeah,
how it's all.
No, real shit. But then what I was gonna say is positive songs like, you know, Man in the Mirror, you know, Michael Jackson, you know, Nappy Roots, Good Day, you know, shit like I Can by Nas, you know, shit like, you know, by Tupac, Changes. That's what I mean by positive, you know, shit like that. Or like some shit you might hear from Common, like The Corner, you know.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's out there, but like how many of those people that are putting out positive music probably got fucked in the ass by Puff Daddy? You know, so it's like
maybe 50%.
Yeah, I don't know what positive music looks like anymore.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's just reality, man. It's just like tell the truth music, you know, talking about where you're at and what's going on with you. And
Yeah,
that's, you know, hopefully you're in a positive enough place that can come across in your shit.
yeah, definitely, bro.
You know, because I do believe like that the shit you write is gonna dictate how you live. You know. So,
For sure. It's like, yeah, definitely. So, do you still smoke weed, Cadalack Ron?
I'm sober. I'm 100% sober. I don't smoke weed. I don't drink alcohol.
Where that's what's up. What about caffeine?
Yeah, I drink coffee.
Word, fuck yeah, I love coffee, dude. You ever put coconut oil in there?
Oh yeah, Bulletproof Coffee.
Ooh, hell yeah, bro. I never got to put any of the butter because I heard, you know, the grass-fed butter you put in there too.
Yeah, right? You put the grass-fed butter and the coconut oil, man.
Fuck yeah.
It's pretty good. I mean, I fuck with it every now and then. I make some, but I just make a fucking strong pot in the morning and drink some high-octane shit.
Hell yeah, I'm about to...
The cold brew shit's where I think that's the bomb. Like I'm happy to see that around because I love cold coffee better than hot coffee. So
yeah,
like all the I think even Starbucks finally got cold brew. So,
oh yeah,
I fuck with Stumptown, fucking Northwest shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Hey, if you put coconut oil in there, it makes good bacteria in your stomach. It's good for your skin, your brain. Like for people who have Alzheimer's, bro, they give them coconut oil. It's actually good for cognitive function, bro.
That's crazy. Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, like I've been 2 years ago because I had my own experience, you know, with drugs, and you know, God had to show me that there was better things, but I had to go through that first so I could stay away from it, you know. But in the last 2 years, I just realized, man, and you know, through life, I've been realizing the things that I eat, you know, it's affecting my creativity, my energy, my moods, everything.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Like, fucking all that shit's very true, you know. So yeah, it's like as much what you put in your body, you know. So all affects you, man.
Fuck yeah, coconut oil, you know.
You're up in AHAT or whatever.
Yeah, I'm in Washington State.
What's up with AHAT Washington, man?
It's cracking, bro.
It's trying to come up there and battle.
I know. Maybe maybe someone's gonna hear this, man, and just hear how you're thinking, bro. Cause man, you seem like you have some chi going on, man, right now. I'm like, you're in a good spot, bro. So whether it's AHAT Washington or whether the opportunity opens up for you somewhere else, I know you're going to be having some classic shit coming soon. Your best shit.
Right on, brother. Well, I appreciate you talking to me, man.
Fuck yeah, bro. Hey, do you ever think I can contact you for a part 2 anytime soon?
Yeah, absolutely. Just let me know.
Cool. Yep. All right, my brother. Well, hey, I appreciate your peace of mind. Appreciate your time and just sharing your story, a little piece of it, man. And just, man, stay doing what you do, bro.
Okay, man, for sure. Thank you.
Yep, shalom.
And whenever this drops, let me know. Link me with this shit, and I'll push it.
Cool. Yep. Cool. Perfect.
Right.
Yep. Shalom.